Block counting questions require you to identify how many blocks are touching a specific block labeled as S, followed by a number. This question can be challenging because the blocks are very similar, some are partially covered, and time is limited. A common mistake is forgetting to count a block that's mostly covered, typically the one underneath. Another is accidentally counting a block twice. If this is a handwritten test, you can mark the blocks so you avoid counting twice. But if it's online, we'll use the divide and conquer strategy, meaning we'll focus on one block at a time, systematically counting to ensure accuracy. One tricky aspect highlighted in this question is the floating formation. This means two blocks appear to be touching at a glance, but there's actually a gap between them. In our example, that's S2 and S5. Our mind naturally tries to complete the pattern, so we might mistakenly think two blocks are connected when they are not. Now we'll go through each question, explaining as we highlight the correct answers. Starting with S1, there is one block above, one block on each side, left and right, and two below, one of which is S3. So altogether, S1 is touching 5 blocks. S2 has one above, one on each side, and nothing below, totaling 3, option C. Moving to S3, we see one block above, one on each side and one below, equaling 4. S4 has two blocks above, one on each side and one at the bottom, which equals 5. And finally, S5 is only touching one block on the left. This may seem obvious, but going back to the floating formation, if you're rushing, you may think S5 is touching S2. Additionally, you might notice there are 5 answer options, and often the correct answer is not the highest or lowest choice. So if you're running out of time and need to guess, selecting a middle number can increase your chances of guessing correctly. By focusing on one block at a time, being mindful of common mistakes and how the test attempts to trick you, and of course practice, you'll be able to efficiently and accurately ace block counting questions.